Swarupa Isha Mahesha. How did I ever marry you? I think a lot of them are asking that question. So if somebody is asking that question, you must look at yourself, what's happening with you? Somebody is wondering after many years, how did I ever marry you? You really need to look at yourself not previous lives, this life, how you're living So, if any of you, somebody wonders, how did I ever marry you? Don't think of previous lives, you have to see how you're living this life it's very important So, I think this is all Bombay Talkies' problem. Janam, whatever I think in the new movies it's all gone, isn't it? You grew up on 70s, 80s movies, so all janam business. See, all the young people on the new movies they're no more janam business they're all thinking of relationships, expiry date and So if your pursuit for truth is guided by commercial cinema, then you're asking for trouble, you know So, if the only way you can hold on to somebody is by believing for many lifetimes we've been stuck together, it's a horrible way to live together. No? No, I'm with you because I've been here for many lifetimes with you, it's a horrible way to be together, isn't it? I'm with you now because I want to be with you. This is a beautiful way to be with somebody, isn't it? I'm with you because you know, last 3 lifetimes. Don't create such horrors in your life, please So you've been together for 3 lifetimes means it's time to part No? People keep on coming to me, they put me through these works all the time. Sadhguru, was I with you last lifetime? Whatever makes you think that if I had seen you in the last lifetime, I would ever come in front of you once again? What happened, I'm telling you, what happened yesterday is of no consequence. Now you're trying to create a consequence for what happened, might have happened, you do not even know what might have happened. Another life. This is like, you know, almost everybody talks about their school life or student life like this. Oh, they were the golden years of my life. We know what the golden years were. When you were there, you were tense, you were shit scared of your exams, you hated your teachers and you didn't want to go to school. They were the golden years. Now because they're over because you don't have to go to school anymore, they're golden. I think you'll feel that way about your marriage also If you feel that way after your marriage, after it is over, it's no good. If you feel that way when it's on, that's great, isn't it? After it's over, you feel, oh, it was so wonderful, but… that's no good. If you're feeling that way when it's on, that's great. So, don't waste your time digging into the past. I'm telling you, this damn memory is crippling you. It is not allowing you to use your mind as an instrument of penetration, as an instrument to open up dimensions of life. Now you you want to pick up the whole backlog that other people have forgotten, and that's the only way you can relate to your husband or wife. What a pathetic way to relate to people. Don't do that. See if you can find some value in the human being who's sitting in front of you for what he or she is now, not for what they were somewhere. The whole aspect of modern society today is, we don't value you for who your father was, we value you for who you are. You're valued for who you are. That's significant, isn't it? Oh, because whose son are you, whose daughter are you? That's not important. Unfortunately, most people are still living in that. Who you are is important, isn't it? Yes? What you made out of yourself now is important. Who your father was is not important. That's the big shift we have made from feudalistic way of living to whatever we call as modern societies. Little chaotic we are, but it's quite a significant step, isn't it? Isn't it so? It's quite a significant step that nobody asks me who your father is. They're only looking at who I am. Isn't it a very big step? But if you came here 50 years ago or 100 years ago, nobody would look at your face and ask who you are, they would only ask who your father is. Yes? That's changed, significantly changed. So, what were you in your previous life is worse than asking who your father is. What are you right now? That's what is most important, isn't it? What have you made out of your life right now? That is the most significant thing. So don't waste your time and life digging into something.
If Sadhguru could go back into the past, not because of yogic powers, but if there was a time machine, and with foresight, with knowledge about what happened during the World War II, would Sadhguru kill baby Hitler? Is the first question that cropped up.
Would I kill the baby Hitler?
Knowing that 6 million Jews could be saved from your actions.
See, Adolf Hitler is a consequence, is not the cause of World War II. In the sense, there has been centuries of hatred about the Jewish people. It did not suddenly crop up because of Adolf Hitler. Well, he used it politically to do all kinds of things, that's a different matter. But this hatred has been endemic in the population. Not for 1 or 2 years, for literally 18 centuries, it's been alive. Now, Adolf Hitler became a representative of that hatred, and he consolidated that hatred, organized it in such a way that it became a mega disaster. But the disaster has been unfolding for a long time. Forever people have been accusing Jews of being a Jesus killer and wanting to get them in so many ways they've been persecuted, not in one way. Every generation has small-scale persecutions happening in various societies across that part of the world at least, not here. So, when Adolf Hitler came, he saw what you're accusing of Adolf Hitler is competence. Exactly. Everybody had the same hatred. He organized his hatred into a very competent, results-oriented thing. Any number of human beings have come who are as much tyrannical as Adolf Hitler. Fortunately, they were not as competent. I don't know if he studied in IIM because his organizing skills are extraordinary. You have to look at that. If he had organized this, not against a particular community, but for the well-being of the world. What a fantastic organizer he is. So his competence is what we're talking about. Hatred was there in the society. He organized it and made it into an end result of a disastrous kind. See, in every generation there are tyrants. Fortunately, they're impotent. Fortunately, they're everywhere. Don't think they're not there. Every day I'm meeting thousands of people. You should see what kind of mindsets people have. How much endemic hatred they have for somebody that they do not even know, including me. People who have never met me, people who have not had a word with me, they have so much hatred. Say, what's the problem? You've not even seen me yet. But no. So this endemic hatred is bred in the society in the form of religion, in our society in the form of caste, creed, ideologies. See, everybody is focused on Adolf Hitler. I'm not trying to belittle what he did. He is one man, so many people cause pain to each other, but he is one man who organized human pain like nobody else. He made a machine out of it. In a real organized way, like an industry. He did not do killing just for killing's sake, he made a killing industry, proper industry. Actually, they set up factories of death. So never before nobody organized it, but don't ever think nobody had those intentions, nobody had those same emotions, they had. But this man organized. So would you kill the baby Hitler? No, it wouldn't help, because another guy maybe with competence would have come up. You never know. So, what we need to work at is, we need to work at, as I was telling you, a culture of peace. This is important. We never worked at culture of peace. Only when it explodes in our face, we want it solved. Otherwise, we're just going about our business. The way we are driving on the street is violent, all right? It's not fast, it's just violent. I wish they were driving fast. If they were skilled, they would be driving fast. They're unskilled and they're violent drivers. Violence means you don't mind if somebody gets hurt, isn't it? Hello? Violence need not necessarily mean I'm going to throw a projectile at you. I don't care if you get hurt. This is violence, isn't it? So this is all over the place. We need to see culture is not something that you can build overnight. Slogans you can build overnight. You can do anti-demonstrations overnight. You cannot build a culture overnight. It takes a lifetime of dedication to bring that about. Nobody has shown that dedication. Everybody wants immediate solution. When something explodes, everybody will scream. Once it's over, they go about their business. So, it is very important. I want you to understand, Adolf Hitlers can be born just about anywhere, because the culture of disliking and hating other people who are not like you is so rooted in the society, it's just a question of, he must do an MBA here. I'm giving compliments to the institution, it's not
Completely get it, but the main issue over here is that you tackle the root causes rather than manifestations of the…
Yes.
Exactly, so…
Consequences cannot be dealt with. It is the process we need to address.